All right, man, what's up? It's JB the Barber. Today we're doing a high taper on my man Nolan. Not touching anything on the top, just did the braids, so we're gonna take those out of his face. Nolan, how long you been coming to me now?
2 years now.
2 years. Yeah, we met in Kissimmee, Florida, and he's now here in Tampa, so when you find a good barber, you stick to him. All right, so step one, I wanna go ahead and because he has his braids, I wanna just kind of push as much hair out of the way as possible so that we have a clean part. Even some of this part here, I see how it's kind of sticking over his braids. If I know that it should have been in the braids, I'll separate it. I take my one guard open, and I want to focus on just kind of going down with the grain in this area to clean it up, completely get the hair away from the braids. Now what that's doing is just giving me a cleaner area so that I'm not pulling his hair when I start to go in and taper. Now on this taper, 1.5 is gonna be the highest guard that I'm using. So now that I've cleaned up that section, I'm gonna go up with my 1.5 and make everything pretty clean. I think one of the biggest things with tutorials is that no two people have the same hair. Everybody's hair texture may be slightly different, and you may have a client that's similar, but there's always density issues in this that may require you to slightly change things up. Like I know in this 1.5, even close, I can't get close up in this area. I'm gonna keep hitting his braids, and if I force it through, I have potential to start cutting into the blades. I wouldn't want that. So now I know that I have to come back and clean this area up going with the grain. So whether that be a 1 close or a half, that's something I know I have to come back to, so I'll keep eye on that. Now because I know his hair pretty well, I put the half guard on, and I'm gonna go with the grain. Now obviously you always wanna start a bit higher if you're unsure. So I'll start with it open, and I started closing it as I realized open wasn't doing the trick. So now that I have a nice clean surface, I wanna go ahead and set my bars here, right? That's just gonna give me kind of a foundational point. As natural as possible, but also keeping dark. Again, at this point, I'm not searching for perfection. I just want to have a foundational point. All right, so I know I've gotten his 2 bars. Something that's new to me, take a look at the earlobes. That's where I want to start. Right below his earlobes is where I want to start my bald line. Now something I've been doing recently that's helping me keep the sides darker, it just helps me visually, is I just leave kind of a slight mark here. Slight mark. It gives me something to physically see that shows me, okay, I want to keep this slightly darker, like he has enhancements on his head without having enhancements. Now we'll take our shaver, go ahead and bald out. Again, we're stopping just about here and we're flicking out at the top. It's hard to see in videos, but you obviously don't want to come straight to the line. You're flicking out just like you're flicking with a clipper. I also kind of take the shaver on the side of the neck here for any stubble. So now I'm going no guard open, and I'll make my first line just about a finger's width. And I'm going straight over that too. That little corner that I left to keep dark, I'm going over that with my no guard open. Going over a couple times, make sure it's all even. Same thing on the other side. Now I'm grabbing my 1 guard, that'll be open, and I'm coming up just below the top of his head. So I got my half guard, and we're attacking this line. And we're going through the line. You're not stopping at the line, going straight through it. I think when I started cutting hair, my biggest problem, where I started creating more lines, was I just would keep staying at that. I wanted to stay right here, and I thought I was doing something, and it took me forever to get the line out. Don't be scared to go through the line. A lot of corner work. And if you notice my thumb, I'm adjusting the lever as I go through. So if I go through with no guard and it's just not doing the trick, slightly close. So now I'm gonna attack this, and we're gonna blend that skin into the hair, right? Now I'm going no guard, and I'm gonna start closed. Again, I start below in the skin area, and I'm gonna work through it. Going through the line. If you stop at the line, you will be there all day, and you will just drag that line up. Go through it, flick it out. Go through it, flick out. And as I'm going up, gradually just open. Don't put a lot of pressure against the skin. Let the clipper do its thing. And it's just lever play. So now we're in this corner area, right? So now I'm just kind of fading into it a little bit, but I still can keep a little bit of stubble and hair on that line. So I'm gonna come here, attack the other side, and we're doing the same thing. Now I realized from doing the back, I'm gonna use my 1 guard, and I'm gonna go down with the grain first, just to start. and I'm closing that guard, that lever. Again, the main purpose for this is I want to separate the braids from the cut itself in the cleanest manner. Now I'm grabbing my 1.5 and I'm gonna try to just debulk. I'm cleaning this whole area. So this is a great example. So eczema, dry skin is such a common thing in the industry. You're gonna deal with it every other client, right? So in these situations like this, make sure that they're not irritated. Obviously I know him, I know he's fine. So you wanna question them, make sure they're not irritated, make sure the clippers are not bothering them, etc. Now I'm gonna go back to my 1 guard open, and I'm just kind of tipping at these dark spots here at the top that I couldn't get with the 1.5. Now I couldn't get it with the 1.5 because I don't want to dig my guards into his braids. Now I'm gonna go back to my trimmer and I'm gonna start the outline of my haircut, right? So I wanna go around the ear and I wanna put my vertical bar in there just to give me a better visual. Now, one thing I notice here is I line this up in the most natural spot, but do I see how it comes here? It wouldn't be able to naturally come around the ear that low. So I know I'm gonna have to bring this part a bit back so that it looks flush.
More than 50 yards to get extra points.
I see his highest point here. I'm just gonna try to put something in place just so I have a visual of what I'm working with, right? So you notice how I dug into the hair here? Again, I know this client, but if you don't, it's your first time cutting somebody, lift that hair up. Find out where it's actually gonna start. I know that a lot of this is based on his hair here, and I know we're gonna cut into this. So that's why I can kind of move up. All right, from here, I'm gonna start at the corner of his ear and the lowest part of his vertical bar. Even though it's very light in this area, I'm still gonna keep it there. I didn't take my shaver, balled out the bottom. Now I'm going no guard open, and I'm gonna make my first line here. And skip steps. I took my 1 guard and I kind of took all those dark spots out little by little. Now I'm gonna go straight to my 1/2 guard and tack this middle line here. Again, not a lot of pressure. I'm just flicking out. Less is more. I don't have to try to make 3 guidelines on every haircut. I can just do my no guard closed, my no guard open, and then start attacking this middle line and start blending from there. So boom, now I'm gonna come, I see there's dark spots, opening that 1 guard. I'm gonna start open and I'll close as necessary. So I feel 1 open isn't really doing it, so I'm closing little by little. Whenever in doubt of guard number that you need to use, start way higher and work your way down. Don't think because a video said to use a 1, you use a 1 on everybody's head. That might not be the case. Now I'm going no guard closed, and we're gonna take out this bald line. Again, we're going right through it. If you're using the corner of the blade, you can't do much damage. You can always fix that. So now we've got the fade pretty much done, right? Notice how with eczema and things of that nature, it's hard to kind of see your blend in detail, right? So if you take a little bit of, in my case, I'm just gonna take a little bit of shave gel. It's great for the skin, it'll hydrate his skin. And now I will be able to see a lot better. So now his skin doesn't look so irritated, and I'll be able to see, I can see the flaws that I may need to come back and touch up. All right, so I went ahead and put the Tomb45 shave gel all over his skin, and you can just noticeably see how much better it looks. Now, vitamin E and aloe vera, it's gonna smoothen that skin, hydrate his skin, and it's better for me, you know? So I'm gonna let that sit on there a bit longer, and then I'll hop to the other side, and then I'll come and detail all these little areas. Go ahead and grab my 1 guard. In this case, I know I need to close it, pull those braids out a bit, and I go with the grain. I'm gonna go ahead and put that 1.5 guard on now. Just trying to clean the whole area. Deep bulb. All right, so now we're back here. I'm gonna take my trimmers and we're gonna outline our haircut again, right? Same thing we did on the other side. I'm going around the ear and I'm doing the vertical bar. When you're doing that, make sure you're brushing all the hair down naturally. Corner of the blade again, lightly around the ear. At the lowest point that keeps it dark. So again, we're starting at that corner of the ear. And we'll go into the lowest part.
Yeah, I could do something, but it wouldn't be good.
So I've got my note light half guard open. I'm gonna flick through this line. You'd be surprised how many people don't get a lot of haircuts because of it, and making someone feel comfortable and knowing that that's normal. So I'm just gonna stretch his skin a bit. I'm going no guard closed, attacking this bottom line. Remember, I'm going right through it, and as I get higher, I'm opening up, and I'm back to the corner. And one guard open to kind of bring everything together. And notice my thumb. I'm constantly going back and forth. Now, I always tell people when it comes to tapering a hairline, I would start at 1.5 and work your way down. You'll learn your clients, you'll be able to go from there. Again, with him, I know a bit more, so I'm gonna go 1 closed, but always start with the 1.5. Right here before the braids, and I'm tucking it in. So I'll go ahead and go and spray some Tomb45 red alcohol on a neck strip so I can clean off his hairline. And I just kind of want to clean off his skin a bit. And in this case, because he has dry skin, the last thing I want to do is put holding spray. I don't want to dry up his skin anymore. And I'm going to start in the middle and work my way over. I'm going to take my comb, lift up. Okay, where does the hair? So I know it's like half of this. And I'll put my first reference point. Again, as I'm moving, I'm brushing that hair back wherever it lays. And another thing to be mindful of, something that you can't tell from the camera, I'm not even putting the full blade on his head right now. I'm slightly using that corner. When I'm combing it, I don't want to force the hair, but I do want to put it in position, right? What works. So I do like our Tomb45 pencil. Now, I like to make this little mark very light, and I want to keep it natural looking, but the most important is the back of the neck. I really love it in the back of the neck because give him the mirror to look at himself. It's going to make this line sharpen up, brighten up. Obviously, we know it looks great, but sometimes in the mirror it can be hard to see. So I did put a glove on because it just works better that way. And I'm gonna put it on the glove. I don't really like drawing on people's face. And I just kind of make a slight mark in it and then begin my lineup. Another benefit of using the pencil is after you put the pencil on, let it sit for a little bit and then take your brush and brush through it, and you'll see, it'll be able to show you better what hairs are sticking over, and then you can kind of just touch those up as well. Now we're going to use our Tomb45 Turkish razor, and I'm going to edge up. I don't put the pencil on the hairline, so I'm just going to edge them up all around the head, all right? Strength. I'm also going to give you the mirror, take a look at yourself up close. And I do turn them around sometime and let them know you can hold the mirror straight out, see the back at your own pace. Because I have my ring light behind me, sometimes the lighting is a lot better that way. Go ahead, take some Tomb45 green alcohol.
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
Hey, what's up guys? So we just finished our high taper. Follow me on social media at _JB the Barber. That's JBTHA Barber. It's love.